there is a lot that you can do before you move to a farm. So while you're sitting there getting frustrated and wondering why you don't have a farm yet, it's probably because of two things. You either are not ready, or you have not defined what you want in enough detail. It's all about the law of attraction. So you need to be super specific about what it is that you want. So if you just say to the universe, I want to live on a farm. Okay, well, what farm, where, what country, what type of farm, beach, sea, mountains, desert, what? There's so many moving parts there that the universe can't possibly deliver for you what it is that you want. So what you need to do is you need to write down, get a book like this, get pen and paper, go old school here. Computers can only take you so far. Get a pen and paper and write down in minute detail, for pages and pages if you have to, of exactly what your farm looks like, and very much more importantly, what your farm feels like. What does it feel like once you're there? What is your daily routine going to be? What does it look like? I wake up in the morning. What, am I waking up early? Am I waking up late? What do I see when I wake up? What do you want to do on your farm? Do you want to have a food forest? Everybody's talking about being off-grid and self-sustaining. It's also about being in a good community. So you want to talk about in your notes about having good neighbors and like-minded people, and to be able to build a self-sustaining community that everybody's happy and fulfilled and content and prosperous. And so what does it look like? How big is it? Is there water? Are there mountains? Are there trees? Are there rivers? Are there lakes? What is it exactly? Be specific. This is the fundamentals of the law of attraction. What you think about, you get. And if you don't describe it in enough detail, you're going to get some random thing. And that's not going to be at all what you wanted. And then you're just going to carry on getting frustrated. But anytime you get something that doesn't make you happy, it's your opportunity to send out a wish to the universe of what it is that you do want. So anytime you're having these kinds of challenges when you're looking for your farm, so let's say you're trawling property 24. I mean, I did this for years and years and years. 10 years I did this. So I was there, I know. It took me 10 years and 7 attempts to be able to get to Little Big Tree Farm. And I trawled thousands of properties on all the property websites. I had alerts on all the property websites, and I checked out everything. I went to go look at properties across a 200-kilometer radius of these 10 years. I put in offers all over the show. Farms were just, the banks wouldn't approve them. The deals got cancelled at the last minute. Even though offer was accepted, it got cancelled at the last second. A couple of times that happened, and eventually I ended up in a house in Midrand, which was a farmhouse, a Cape Dutch farmhouse, which was kind of a fixer-upper. And I spent 6 years there. And it was during that time that I finally understood why I did not get my farm. Because I was trying to go from city living, from a one-bedroom sectional title, lock up and go, to a 21-hectare farm. I mean, I had no concept at the time, what I was asking for. And it was only after I had been through this journey over the 10 years and spent that 6 years in Midrand trying to fix my Cape Dutch little farmhouse by myself that I finally understood why I did not get my farm. I didn't have the skills, I didn't have the money, I didn't have my vision defined or anything like that. So when that happened and the lights finally went on, I started to write, and I wrote pages and pages and pages about what does it look like, what does it feel like, who am I with, am I single, am I married, do I have friends, who's around me, it's my family. So this is what you need to go and do. And then when you've done that, let it be. Just put it down and just forget about it. And then what you need to do is take inspired action. So what this means is that only take action when you're feeling good. If you're in a bad mood, or you're super depressed, or you are unhappy about something and you're snotting, throwing and crying, that is not the time to make a decision or take action about anything at all. You're going to make the wrong decision. Well, wrong decision. I mean, you're going to make a decision that's not going to take you on an easy path. So everything that you do in life, you're always going to have multiple options to do things. And if you're trying to figure out, are you on the right path, are the doors all opening as you go along. So when I was looking for my farm over the 10 years, the doors just kept on shutting in my face and shutting in my face and shutting in my face. And because I'm so impatient and I suppose I just refused to give up, and I kept on and kept on and kept on. But the universe just kept on saying, no, you're not ready. Stop it. So eventually I kind of let that go. I moved to my house in Midrand in the city. I just accepted it. I'm like, whatever. Then I will build my little farm in the city. And that's what I did. I tried to start to grow vegetables. I rehabilitated this entire garden. I learned how to build soil. I learned how to grow my own vegetables for the first time, which I'd never done before. I learned how to, clean up builders' rubble. I learned how to renovate a house, and then I learned how to deal with contractors who do those kinds of things. And, these are all skills that I've had to use on the farm here pretty much all the time. So it really, really helped. So don't get frustrated. Be at peace with the process. You're going through a long process here, and we are so used to this instant gratification story, from the world, that it must all happen now, now, now. But the universe and the world doesn't work like that in reality. Nature doesn't work like that. So write it down, let it go, and when you're feeling good and you get this little voice in your head or just something that tells you, you know what, go to that coffee shop, go to the shop there, go to this website. That's a nudge from the universe trying to tell you, listen, I'm trying to point you towards your farm, do this thing. So it'll just be like a sixth sense. Start to listen to yourself, and if you get a nudge to go do something that you wouldn't normally do, that's the universe telling you, listen, I'm opening a door. And then you're on your way. And then just keep following those doors until they're open. And in the meantime, learn skills. In the meantime, save money. Those two things you're going to need when you move to your farm.